My name is Adiji Thompson, and I'm the founder and creative director of Lagos Space Program. Lagos Space Program is a multidisciplinary design practice. We've worked with a seventh generation bronzecaster to develop contemporized objects that informed the inspiration behind our collection. We've also worked with Adire dyers from the town of Osogbo. I was very fascinated by this idea of subcultures and members of a certain community passing messages amongst themselves in this very subliminal way. So outsiders might not understand it, but members of that community got it. And I just found that idea this idea of dressing in code very fascinating. And I think it's been very interesting for me to really, I guess fundamentally that was what really got me into Adire. But a lot of things that we call Adire actually isn't Adire. Adire is a lot more intentional, than it is. Adire is very ethical. For example, traditional Adire was made with organic indigo dyes. So even I have a dyer in Osogbo who swears that she could literally drink the dyes she works with because they have blood cleansing properties. But a lot of what people call Adire right now is mostly batik, and they're done with these chemical dyes. So when you see them doing it, it's very toxic. They have to wear long gloves and masks and everything, and that already is a problem, a red flag. I mean, if you have to cover your nose and wear a glove, then that tells you that it's probably not, I'm not a scientist, but I'm imagining having these chemicals on your skin is obviously will be very detrimental to your health. And obviously know how to, because for me it's in contemporary Adire production, it's really a designer creating a motif and sort of outsourcing it to sort of Adire makers. And that's not what I want to do. I want to propose myself as the Adire artist who is creating work, but the thing is I don't know how. So when I realized that I wanted to be that person, the logical next step was for me to travel and meet people to learn how to develop the cassava paste. I thought it was just cassava paste, but now during my internship with the dyer, I realized that there were so many other substances that were put into making the cassava paste, ready. How to handle the feathers, and the feathers are akin to paintbrushes with different sizes. How you get how fine the lines can be. And they're very particular ways in which they hold these feathers, and it's really interesting to learn all these things. I want, if I'm the traditional artist reflecting his times, then maybe it might be not entirely, maybe it might be a bit weird if someone else is doing it for me. So it's just been a very slow process of really taking my time to really learn, and when I'm ready, really sort of show my contemporaries and people around me what true Adire is all about. And also what is Adire created by queer artists in 2022 who listens to certain kind of music and consumes certain kind of cinema and has certain outlook. What does it look like? So I think really that's all my investigation is all about, and I'm really excited for the future.